Okay, so my friend actually just wanted me to do this right now. So she's helping me out with my other friend, and so I'm just gonna do a little short, little thoughtful video here. Today was a really special day. I mean, I've been having a lot of really special days, I guess, but today was really special. It was just so like a normal get things done as a mom and family type day. Actually, we were going to go paddleboarding and have a beach day, but my friend's son starts school tomorrow. I said to her last night, I was like, doesn't Derek start school tomorrow? And she's like, yeah, I think he does. And then today I actually went to church with her, and I'll tell you about that in a second. But when we were on our way to church, she called Derek, and he's like, Mom, I start school tomorrow and I don't have anything. She'd been trying to talk to him about getting stuff, like a couple weeks ago and stuff. And anyway, so he needed a bunch of stuff. So the boys ended up going all with her, and he had a friend too. So it was like 4 boys with her. And then I went with Kierce and Rowan because Rowan needed to find a dress for a wedding that she's going to. Her boyfriend's sister's getting married in the fall, in October. And then Kierce she wanted to go to Abercrombie and try on some jeans because she liked the shorts there. And well, we ended up going to a totally different place and finding like some bomb jeans for her that are so perfect for her. And it was just so productive. And I don't know, it was basically school clothes shopping is what I did today. And Merrick had already done some with Ryan, but the girls don't. Ryan is my ex, and or just Merrick's dad. I don't even need to say my ex. It doesn't even. I never talk about him, so that sounds weird. But yeah. So Merrick already had some things, but I still wanted to buy some things for him too, and I did. I ended up buying some stuff for him too, but Kierce needed some stuff. She hadn't really done any shopping. And last year I just gave them each a certain amount of money for school. And I think I still gave Rowan some too, even though she wasn't going to school. And I just really liked the way that we did it today. It was just so good. It was just like normal, go to the mall, find clothes and buy them. And I don't know, for some people that just might seem like so not a big deal. Like no big deal. That's like what you do with your kid. But first of all, when I was in the relationship with Ryan, like I couldn't feel freedom to buy clothes for the kids like I wanted to. I did it, but I did very little, and I always felt guilty about it. It was like not a good feeling at all. And even like being at the mall, it was reminding me of when I used to live in San Diego, and I felt like I couldn't buy the kids food at the mall at all. And I felt like so in jail with money. Our rent was so expensive, and he didn't get a pay increase when we moved. And he made like a pretty good like amount of money, but it was, anyway, it was just tough. And we did much better when I was working and making money. Then like I felt like I could just spend whatever money I made on the kids and groceries and just other things, but it just reminded me of just so like who's making the money didn't really matter. We even if we were both doing it, I always was sort of like made to feel bad about it, and like I can't do it. Like I can't do that. Like I need to figure out a way to make it as cheap as I possibly can, and which I already like to do that anyway. So it's not like I'm not going to be getting the good deals and stuff no matter what. Like I'm going to try, but to get the best deals that I can. But like that's not what it was about today. Honestly, I paid full price for all of the jeans that I bought for Kierce. And then I ended up getting some things for Merrick at a place that's like things are discounted, and I love this store so much. It's kind of like TJ Maxx, but it's different. It's called Ross, and we don't have them where we're at right now, where we live. We don't have them in Michigan. We don't have Ross. I always love Ross, but yeah. So anyway, what I'm getting at, this is like really like long and drawn out, but I guess that's what these are about. I don't know, it's like in this place that I used to be in and remembering all these feelings that I used to feel of like, usually if I'd be at this mall, I'd be there for like one thing or a couple things or like a uniform for my job or something that I just have to get. And today it was just, we were looking around trying to find a dress and, just feeling the freedom to shop because I'm in control of my own money. I'm making it. I'm in control of it. And it's like, this isn't about like a control thing. It's just like, it's that I'm not making myself feel guilty about it. Like it's something that I'm just doing. And also if I wanted to buy food, I just buy food, like whatever. This like sounds crazy to even talk about, that I could have ever felt so in jail. I felt so in jail with money. I really did. And it's not like I'm loaded at all. I mean, I worked really, really, really hard this summer, but it's just, and actually I have some money that's stashed away in this one account that I actually had set aside for Christmas and for other things. It's in this account that you can only go to the bank and get the money out. And so if I really needed to pay myself back for what I spent today, I could actually go and get this money, like I'm the type of person that'll have money stashed and like, backup money. And, I'm all about like being as like safe as I can. And that's why I worked so hard this summer, and to make as much money as I could. But it's just the way that when I after getting a divorce and just moving the kids and I out of that house, it's like I started to liberate myself in the area of spending money and just, feeling the freedom of just getting whatever we needed and feeling this amazing feeling about just going and buying a package of underwear, a bra for the kids, bra for myself, like just getting what we need, socks, whatever the hell it was. And it's such basic stuff. I mean, I honestly, if I was in a certain mood, I could totally cry my eyes out about all this, but I'm just, I don't know, just sort of like witnessing it, and I really don't know how much of a moment I would have had if I weren't fasting today. Like, I don't know how I would have felt if I weren't fasting today. I'm like really witnessing everything so much differently right now, and it just felt so good today to be able to provide for my kids, just like this normal thing. I'm not, it's like, it's hard to explain because I don't want to be like, oh, I'm doing this and I'm doing, I'm not trying to like, I'm really not a braggy person at all. I just don't want it to come off that way at all. But it's just this basic thing that like people just do. And that I felt like I couldn't do it. For so long. And it was something I wanted to do because this made me want to cry. I really am a provider. I really like providing. And I know I've probably been like a man a lot in lifetimes, I guess, probably. And, like in it during a time when men were the providers, I'm not trying to sexualize this or anything, but I always had a really difficult time with feeling like I was the only one that wanted to do that. And in some ways I couldn't do that because all I wanted to do was give my kids the best life that I could. And so I had to like sacrifice being a provider so that I could take care of my kids in the way that I wanted to, and I could give them, like, raise them and not have them, in childcare and stuff. So it was really hard for me. So it's kind of cool now, I guess, in a way that I get to be the provider and the caretaker and everything, even though it's really hard to do it by myself. It's not easy. I mean, it's not that hard. I mean, I'm doing it, but, yeah, it's just like, for some people, and honestly, like my friend Danielle, her son got on the phone and he needed stuff, and she was just like, and this doesn't have anything to do with me. It's like totally separate, and I'm only thinking about this right now. I didn't even think twice about this, but because I could relate to what she was saying. It was just like, what do you need? What do you need? Let's just get it. If you have my card, you can just get it. Get what you need. Like, okay, let's do this. Let's get this. And I felt the exact same way. And I didn't feel these feelings of like not being able to do it. And it felt amazing. It felt amazing to be able to just like, to be able to just do it. And not have to answer to anyone who's going to be a fucking dick or who's going to like be in charge of anything or have anything over me. Oh, I hated that. I can't even believe I did that for so long. I can't even believe I did that for so long. I kind of disgust myself sometimes, but I'm not trying to be mean to myself, but just like when I think about it, it's just like, oh my God. I guess I had to go through that on some level, but 11 minutes now. Anyway, so today, that was amazing, just to be able to do that. I also went to this church. Yeah, not to like totally drastically change the subject, but I want to talk about other things, and I feel like I got out what I needed to get out on that, I guess. So, yeah, so, yeah. Oh, and another thing I want to add too is that when I went shopping for Merrick at this other store, the discount store, I got some things for Lakin because his clothes are really, really small, and you know, he calls me mom, and I, you know, treat him like he's my son too, you know, but it just felt really good to be able to like to do that for him and not be like really, really worried or only get him one shirt. You know, I got him like a sweatshirt and a few shirts and a shorts, and I got him some clothes today, you know, and that just felt so good to be able to do that. And then I also got my friend's son a shirt too, which they have so much money, plenty of money. So you know, it's not like he like needed, you know, I saw the shirt and I was like, oh my gosh, this looks like something he would really like. And he did love it, and he loved it, and he loves it and stuff. But just to be able to do it and not feel like I'm going to be like strapped if I do this, you know, it just felt so good to feel this. It felt so freeing and so empowering to be able to do this and not stress. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because there was a time when I would have done it, and I would have put myself in a situation where I literally might not have enough money to get us home. Like with our other trip, our first trip that we took to San Diego, we brought $800 with us. $800. We did the whole trip for $800, and actually $875. And one of my friends, one that just arrived, he gave me $75 because he just really, really, really wanted to. And it was literally because of him that we got home. And that was like buying rotisserie chicken and making it last for like 3 meals, baking potatoes and eating baked potatoes. And we killed it on that trip. So it's just, you know, a lot of things I'm talking about are just differences. And I think that's what a lot of this fast is doing. It's helping me to witness the difference, you know, witness how different I am now and how different life is now. And it's really the dissonance, the difference. So it's great. This morning, I had the opportunity to go to a different kind of church that I've never been to. So that was kind of cool. I'm going to finish this video in less than a minute, though. I don't really want to drag it out, but that was interesting. I could say, well, I probably could make it number 2 on this because I'll just do that right now. I don't know. It might be like a couple minutes. I don't know.